Now let us understand the importance of a strong foundation, because we are actually dealing with academic subjects, okay, different academic subjects that actually gives you a lot of knowledge, information. So how can you build more knowledge? If you want to build something, you need to have a proper foundation. Just take the case of a building. Just take the case of construction activities, or a house, or a shopping mall, or anything. You can see that if they don't have a proper foundation, the building will collapse. So a proper foundation will actually help you to build more. So same like that, we need to have a strong foundation, and which is actually required for building knowledge. It helps to make your learning interesting and informative. Okay, if you have a very strong foundation, the subject will be interesting for you. Otherwise, you will feel like it's a boring subject because you don't know that subject. So while we were studying it in school, college, and everything, you may be able to relate with this, because some subjects we don't like, and why we don't like, we may say that the teacher is not good. We may say 100 reasons that we don't like, but the exact reason maybe you don't have the proper foundation. Okay, for many students this happens with mathematics, physics, science subjects, history. So why? Because they don't have the foundation needed for actually building more. So whatever the teacher is actually teaching in the class, they won't understand because they don't have a strong foundation. That is the most important thing that we need to make here. A strong foundation is necessary. And what is that foundation? The NCRT. Okay, when you're actually reading 6 to 12 NCRT textbooks, that becomes the foundation for you. And you're actually setting that foundation. Set that foundation and then learn other things. It will be very, very easy. The journey will be very simple for you. So make sure that you have a very strong foundation, and lack of solid foundation make your learning a boring experience. That's true. If you don't have a foundation, strong foundation, definitely you'll feel like the subject is boring, the teacher is boring, and you don't understand anything because you don't have the foundation, and you will blame the teacher for the way of teaching. And there are some exceptional cases in which the teachers are also boring. Okay, there are cases like that, but definitely we need to make sure that we need to work on our foundation part. Okay, whatever the subject may be, because we have multiple subjects that you need to study in the civil service examination. For that, you please make sure that you are learning the foundation, you are making your foundation very strong. Prior knowledge is required for enhancing your knowledge base by adding more information, because every day what we are going to do, we have a foundation that just take the case of history. We know that there is something called as ancient history, medieval history, and modern history, and whatever information that you are actually getting, you are actually putting into this information only. Okay, you are just adding information to it. And how can you add? You need to have a proper foundation. A civil service aspirant requires strong foundation in multiple subjects, because you are dealing with economics, you are dealing with history, you are dealing with geography, you are dealing with science and technology, you are dealing with the mathematics, you are dealing with the Indian polity, constitution. So many aspects you are actually trying to learn, and you need to have a very strong foundation in what you're actually doing. And I'm not saying that you need to do a research on the subject. It's not like that. The foundation, whatever the basic things there in that particular subject, that you need to be very clear about. Then only you will be able to build more knowledge into that particular base. Okay, so a strong foundation is needed. So try for it. Make sure that you have a very strong foundation.